Should I start?
Actually, I will start off by saying hello to everyone that's joining us today. I want to thank you for attending this session on Fontys University, which is one of our exchange programs here at UW-Stout. My name is Patty Kaler, and I am the financial specialist in the Office of International Education at Stout. Joining us today is Ariane Van Holsel.
That's right.
From Fontys University. We will begin with a 10-15 minute presentation followed by Q&A. For those of you attending the session, if you don't already, you can open the chat feature in this Teams meeting, and you can pose your questions there in the chat box. Or if you prefer to voice your question, you can use the raise the hand or raise your hand feature. And with that said, it's my pleasure to welcome Ariane Van Holsel.
Thank you, Patty. So welcome to the info session from Fontys University of Applied Sciences in the Netherlands. My name is Ariane Van Holsel, and I work for the International Office of Fontys International Business School. Well, I'm very glad to be here and to be part of your virtual study abroad fair. Of course, the times are very strange, but it's well, in some ways it makes it easier, because otherwise I probably wouldn't attend your study abroad fair. So I'm really glad to be here. I will open my PowerPoint presentation in a minute and share some information about who we are, what you can expect if you come to study at Fontys. And of course, if you have any questions, just let me know. You can ask or type your question in the chat. Everything is fine to me. So I'm going to open my presentation. Hopefully you can see it. And let me see, where is it? Oh, sorry, this is the wrong presentation. Let me see. I'm sorry. There. I'm so sorry, now I need to change it. Where can I?
Hello, Ariane.
Hello, Andrea.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm just opening the wrong presentation.
Okay, great.
And trying to change it. Let me see.
Are you trying to share your screen?
Yes. Yes, I was trying to share. Can you see it now?
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, good.
And I see Mark Fenton's on the call. He's our program director for business administration. So Mark, it's great to have you here. Thank you for joining.
I'm happy to be here.
Awesome.
And good to see you, Andrea.
What's that?
I said, good to see you.
Oh, good to see you too. And so is your name pronounced Ariane or Ariane?
In Dutch, it's Ariane.
Ariane.
Ariane, yes. Yeah.
Perfect.
But
thank you.
Everything is fine to me. It's
okay.
Yeah, so I just opened my presentation. Hopefully everyone can see it.
Yeah, we can see
yes. It. Yeah, so welcome to Fontys. Welcome to Fontys International Business School. Well, we are located in the Netherlands, and I don't know if you know where the Netherlands is located. It's, of course, in Europe. It's a very small country in Europe. As you can see on the map, it's that tiny little red country on the map, on the world map. Yeah, well, if you come to Fontys, you choose for the Netherlands. Why would you choose for the Netherlands? It's a very small country, but there's a lot to do. There's a lot to see. Probably you all know the Netherlands because of the stereotypes that we have, the windmills, the wooden shoes. We are the country that is located below sea level, so we have a lot of water. With that, a lot of sports that we do on the water. And next to that, you see an airplane. We as Dutch love to travel a lot, and that comes to me to the next point. Why would you study in the Netherlands? Study in the Netherlands. The big advantage of the Netherlands, I think, is that it's located in the heart of Europe, and most students who come and study with us, unfortunately not in these times with COVID, it's a bit hard to travel, but otherwise it's because we are located in the heart of Europe. It's a very nice destination to sightsee the rest of Europe. Of course, we have in our own country Amsterdam. It's easy to reach by train, but also Paris is easy to reach by train. It's just a few hours. We live in Venlo, where our campus is just a few minutes away from Germany. So it's a nice destination to explore not only the Netherlands, but also Europe. Then a little bit of about the Dutch people. If you come to the Netherlands, you will notice that it's quite an international country. That means that everyone speaks English. So you don't have to be worried to get lost or anything, because you can ask anyone on the street, in the station, in the train station, wherever, and they will help you, they will understand you, and they will speak English to you. So, and then we are quite an open-minded country, I would say. We are used to having international people around, working in companies, but also who chose to live in the Netherlands. So I think you would feel at home easily. I can also say we are quite an innovative country with many high-class companies. You probably know the companies that are mentioned on this sheet, like Heineken from the Heineken beer, Shell, Philips, and Unilever. So I will come back to this later, but at Fontys we work also closely to companies in our regions. And when you still come and study with us, you will find out, because you can do projects, etc., for these countries. Then a bit of introduction of Fontys University. The official name is Fontys University of Applied Sciences, and it's one of the biggest universities of applied sciences in the Netherlands. So it's a leading European university. University of Applied Sciences means that there's a difference in the Netherlands and in many other European countries between universities, which are a bit of the classical research universities, and universities of applied sciences. We offer mainly bachelor degree programs, and our education is really applied. That means that you work a lot in projects, you do internships, etc. So it's not only theory, but it's also the application of the theory into practice. Then something about Fontys. It's, as I said, it's a big university, and we have 28 schools at Fontys, and 3 main locations, which is Eindhoven, Tilburg, and Venlo. You can see them on the map, and all located in the south of the Netherlands. We have many international students. In total, we have 44,000 students, and then 10% from abroad. The city of Venlo is highlighted on the map because that is where Fontys International Business School is located. So this is where I'm going to follow my presentation. I have a movie. I'm not going to show it to you because I'm not sure about the sound. And if you like, I can also forward it to you. You can find it on YouTube if you like to see it. It gives a better idea of who we are. There's a film, so you can see the campus a little bit more. But you can view it afterwards if you like. So as I said, Fontys consists of 28 schools, and Fontys International Business School is one of the schools. In the agreement that we have with your university, UW-Stout, we have the agreement with Fontys International Business School. So that means that you can choose to come study with us in Venlo. If you look on the website of Fontys, you will find many more programs in English. If you have any questions about that, of course, be free to ask questions about it as well. Well, at Fontys International Business School, I think it's already in the name. It's very international, more than the rest of Fontys. It's quite a small campus compared to the other campuses of Fontys. In total, we have 4,500 students, and within the business school, it's 2,500. And then 70% is from abroad. It's from, so we have Dutch students from the Netherlands on campus, many students from Germany, because we are located so close to Germany, it's just a few minutes away from us. And then we have students from other European countries, but for example, also Asian students, students from Latin America, etc. So it's really an international community, I would say. We work with 115 partner universities all over the world, and that means that we get incoming exchange students from many universities, which also leads to that international environment, international community on our campus. Within the business school, we offer 4 international bachelor degree programs. They are all in English. Not only in English, but also taught in, well, some of them are also taught in German and in Dutch. So students can choose to do the courses from 3 languages. But I think for you, English would be the choice. If you come and study with us within the business school, you can come and study as an exchange student for 1 or 2 semesters. That means that you can choose to do a semester program, which is 30 European credits in total. And I think that's equal to 15, about 15 credits at your university, if I'm right. So we have 4 international bachelor degree programs. One is international business, international marketing, international finance and control. I think these 3 bachelor degree programs, you can imagine what the content is. The last one, International Fresh Business Management, is quite a special program, I would say. The former name was Food and Flower Management, and I think that gives a better idea what it is. So it's about marketing and logistics of fresh products like food and flowers. And the reason why we have this course is, this bachelor degree program, is that we are located in Venlo, which is a region where there's a lot of agriculture, and it's a logistic hotspot because all products that come in through the port of Rotterdam, they are distributed to the rest of Europe through Venlo. So there's a lot of logistics companies in the region, and also a lot of agriculture. So that's why we have this study program. And well, as I said, if you come as an exchange student, it's possible to do 1 semester or 2 semesters if you come for a whole study year out of these 4 bachelor programs. And then you are just following the courses that are offered in that semester and joining the class of students that are in these programs. Then it's also possible to do a specific semester program of 30 ECTS. There is one which is called Minor Doing Business in Europe, all in English, of course. So it's really about doing business in Europe and all aspects about Europe. So if you would like to know more about doing business, a bit of culture, etc. of Europe, then this could be a very interesting program. There are some mandatory courses like the project, the seminar, but also some elective courses that you can choose from. Then there's the minor international business management. The main courses in this program are international management and international marketing, and then you can choose to do some specialization courses. We offer this at the courses at 2 levels, so it's possible to enter this program if you are a business student and you have some business background, but it's also possible for students with a non-business background, and then you get the subjects at a different level. Well, the other program that is mentioned on this sheet is it's not so interesting for you because it's English language, European culture, and so it's mainly for non-native speaking English students, and of course you are all native speaking, so I will not go into that in more detail. So that about the programs of Fontys. I'm checking if someone already has maybe a question, because I haven't seen anything. Mark is asking a question. Do you still accept short-term faculty lab programs? Yes, of course. Yeah, we can. Can you hear me, Mark? Or would you prefer?
Yes,
yeah,
I can.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, yes, I know you brought a group of students in January 2013. Of course, I didn't remember exactly the date, but yes, we would love to have students, and we can always make a program. So yeah, something interesting to discuss. Of course, we are still now handling with COVID, as you are as well. But hopefully in the near future, we can organize these things again. So yeah, please.
Yeah, it's a great program. You folks did a wonderful job of helping set things up for me. And I tell people, if I ever have to leave the United States permanently, I'm going to move to the Netherlands.
Oh, really?
I do, yes.
Oh, that's good to hear. So you liked your stay in the Netherlands?
Yeah, very much so.
And do you? What exactly do you like about the Netherlands?
Well, first of all, with the people, the Dutch are incredibly friendly. And I've fortunately been to the Netherlands several times, and only to Venlo for the study abroad. But the people, it's so easy to get around.
Okay.
And once you're in Europe, in particular Western Europe, it's very easy to go to just about any place else in Western Europe. Hop on the train, or if you take the train down to Cologne or Dusseldorf, or up to Amsterdam, Rotterdam, you can fly over to the UK quite easily. So
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I'd say the people are number one. Why I would want to live there.
Oh, that's nice to hear. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, and that's right. It's easy to travel around, and there are many low-cost airlines. Hopefully, they survive, of course, in these times. But many flights from Amsterdam, not only, but also Düsseldorf is quite close to where we are located in Venlo. There you have many flights, and then also Eindhoven, which is an hour from Venlo. And there you have many flights into Europe, in principle into all kinds, many cities in Europe, not only Western Europe but also Eastern Europe. So yeah, I'm always surprised and amazed by where students go to. They travel to places I've never been to, and after the weekend they come in our international office and they share their stories about all the great places and what they do. So it's really nice to have that.
I was going to add that not only the people and ability to travel, but also the Netherlands is a hub for some different types and industries. And when I took the group of students there, it was just the side business were very well planned and laid out, and the students got an awful lot out of it. And for me as an international business faculty member, I was able to bring those experiences back to my classrooms and share them with future students as well.
Okay. Oh, that's really nice. Yeah. Yeah, we as Fontys also have many contacts with businesses in the Netherlands, but also in Germany, in the region where we are, because students do projects for the companies, do internships at the companies, etc. So, yeah, in such a faculty-led program, short-term program, we have our contacts, and that makes it easy to organize business trips and visits to companies. So,
Thank you.
yeah, thank you. Let me see. I don't think you can see my presentation, right? So,
No, not right now.
no, so I'm going to share that again. Yeah, so Venlo, the city where the business school is located, it's in the south of the Netherlands, as I already said, very close to Germany. It's quite a small city. I think, Mark, you can agree on that. It's a small city, but it's a very cozy and nice city with a lot of activities. It has a historical center, which I think is really nice. There are a lot of terraces outside, cafes, pubs, restaurants, etc. And especially in these days in summertime and spring, and still in fall now because we have still nice weather here. It's nice to sit outside and have a drink and something to eat. There's a river running through Venlo, the River Maas, and then that along the river, students always sit on the grass, meet each other there. So it's a nice city. You can also see some pictures of activities. There's always every year a big marathon in Venlo, which is a really big event. And so many other things, concerts, etc., that are organized in the city. Then we as Fontys also organize activities for our international students. We organize social events, trips to nice places in the region, but also in the rest of the Netherlands. And we don't usually choose the very common places, like every student will go to Amsterdam on their own. So we try to show you a bit of the Netherlands, the sides of the Netherlands that are not so well known or common to visit. So yeah, that's a bit of the Netherlands and Venlo. Going to the next slides. If you come and study with us, we work with a buddy system. So before you travel to the Netherlands, you will be in touch with your buddy. That is a student who is already studying with us at the business school, and we will help you organize everything. So before you come to us, but also when you arrive, the student will pick you up from the train station. Not from the airport, because it's really easy to travel from the airport to Venlo. There's a direct train. We will give you the directions, but there's a direct train both from Amsterdam Schiphol airport, but also from Düsseldorf, so to Venlo. And then the buddy will pick you up from the train station and help you to find your accommodation, get your key for your room, and show you around in the city, but also show you around at Fontys, make you introduce you to, for example, also our online portal, website, and all these things. So the buddy is there to help you, and it's a great way to make friends in the beginning of your semester. Then accommodation. We guarantee accommodation to all our incoming exchange students. And I think that's really nice, because what you see in the Netherlands, it's that it's in many cities, it's quite hard to find accommodation as a student. So of course you have to apply before the deadline, but then we guarantee accommodation. This is one of our the buildings that we have. It's not on campus. So in the Netherlands, all students live in principle in the city where they study. So we don't have on-campus housing, but we have different like apartments in the city. And this is one of them. It's all, well, all students are living there. So Fontys students are living there. You will have a shared apartment with 3 or 4 students, and within that apartment you have your own bedroom, and you share a kitchen and a bathroom. We always try to mix students from many nationalities in that apartment, so it's a nice way to meet new people, make friends from all over the world. And it's located in the center, but it's not too far from the campus as well. As you probably know, we are a country famous for cycling. Everyone has a bicycle or even more than one bicycle. So all students who come to us, the first thing they do in their first week, they buy a bike, a second-hand bike or a third-hand bike. They're quite cheap. And that makes it easy to get around in the city of Venlo, to come to campus. It's just a few minutes cycling. You can even walk if you would like, but cycling is a very easy and convenient way to move around. Then a bit about the costs. So for your accommodation, you pay approximately 375 euros per month. Then it's a furniture, so you have a bed, a desk, a closet, etc. Then living costs, of course, depending on what you do, but usually it should be possible to live for about 280 euros per month. Then insurance is optional. You can see the price there, and a visa. I'm thinking, depending on your nationality, of course, you need a visa or not. But that's something we can provide you more information about. Then, well, a last picture of our campus in Venlo. It's quite a green campus. It's not a very big campus, but still, I think it's nice. Here you can find the website where we have more, where you can find all the information about the programs that we offer, also about accommodation, who to contact, etc. So if you would like to have more information, check this website. And otherwise, you can get in touch with us through the email that is mentioned below, exchangevenlo@fontys.nl. And that's the email address of our incoming exchange coordinator. But of course, if you have questions, please ask me now if you would like to share something. I see there's a question. Oh no, I don't think so. Mark is typing.
Yeah, I see Mark is typing a question.
Yeah.
It's really not a question. I was just thanking you.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I have a question. What would be 1 or 2 highlights, of places that students can travel to?
I would say so many highlights, and depends a bit on what you're looking for. Of course, everyone needs to visit Amsterdam because it's so typically Dutch. It's really nice. Then I would say also try to avoid the very busy city center, but it's nice. There are so many nice areas in Amsterdam, so we can always provide information. And if you would like to have a typical Dutch experience, there are, of course, the cheese markets you can go to, or the typical Dutch villages with the windmills, these things. But what we always do, for example, during orientation days, is we rent more than 100 bicycles, and we start cycling with all our incoming exchange students, and then really cycle through the region of Venlo. And it's also a really typical landscape for the Netherlands and these things. But of course, it depends a little bit on what you do. Take a train to Paris if you like more excitement. We have beaches in the Netherlands, which are very nice. A big event in the Netherlands is, especially in Venlo, a big event is Carnival. In February, everyone will go crazy. So it depends a little bit on what you're looking for. But yeah, there's always something we can suggest to you. And
Sounds wonderful.
well, thank you.
I guess one other question I had is, what would be, in your opinion, be the best way for a student going abroad to make new friends there?
So as Venlo is quite a small city in the Netherlands compared to many other cities like Rotterdam, Amsterdam, etc. In itself, it's really easy to meet in the city of Venlo because all students live in the center, they live in the same housing or same apartment. So there you already find your friends. What we do is, of course, the buddy system that we have, and we don't link one buddy to one student, but we always make a group. So that, for example, we connect 2 of our buddies to 5 incoming exchange students. So in that way, there's already a group, and that makes it easy to find friends. And then next to that, our campus is also not a very huge campus, so yeah, people get to know each other quite easily. And as I said, everyone speaks English, so yeah, you don't have to worry about the language because it's really easy to talk to people and to move around, etc.
Yeah, it sounds so lovely. Mark, I know of an assistant if you need one when you take your program to the Netherlands in 2022.
When I went several years ago, somebody from the advisement center came along with me, and one of our first year advisors came. So we get 15, then yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it would be really nice to work on that and yeah, make a program so you can come and visit us.
Well, that's all the questions I had. I want to thank you, Ariana, for presenting today. And I guess if
Thank
students
you.
have further questions, they can go to the Ask an Advisor sessions going on all day throughout the Study Abroad Fair. So
Okay.
it was very nice meeting you.
Very nice meeting you too, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to present Fontys. And yeah, hope we will stay in touch, and we will welcome your students soon.
Great. I am just going to go in and stop the recording.
Okay.